A show like Queer Eye and what we're doing as a cast is just trying to reach out to those people who we perceive as different from us and say, listen, we're all the same. The same way you want love, acceptance, success is all we want. There's an episode where we work with a Southern white cop. And for me, that was a big one because right now the tension in our country around gun violence, but then also the relationship between African Americans and the police is, very hostile. And it's very rare when people of color get to sit down with someone who they feel is their oppressor and say, you are oppressing me and I need you to take a moment. I was able to do that. But on top of that, it allowed us to have a dialogue and a conversation that I get hundreds of messages from people I would have never expected who said, I just watched Queer Eye, and seeing you talk to this police officer has opened my eyes to the way that people of color feel being stopped by the police. And I'm just like, wow. But on the flip side, I'm getting messages from people of color who were like, I never humanized police officers. I dehumanize them. And you forget that there are some good ones that are there to serve and protect. And I think that's what's beautiful about it. Being in the South and the guys and I working with our fair share of Trump supporters, you would have thought was, one of the hardest things ever. But it wasn't, because at the core of what we realized with these people who had supported someone who I don't support, they just wanted to figure out how to make their lives better. There is a 1% that are seeking to do harm to most people, but there is a large portion of people that aren't trying to do harm. They're thinking and assuming and believing that this person can actually make their lives better. By the end of it, we're like, I see you for who you are. Outside of this one vote, I see you for the great person that you could be. And hopefully us now establishing a friendship, I can show you why that decision hurt me. And I think that's what was beautiful about being around all these Trump supporters in the South for a full summer. One of the conversations that happened off camera that really didn't make it would be with AJ, and he's our first hero that came out to his family. He had never had real heartfelt moments with other African-American gay men who really lifted and built him up. He had friends and they talked, but I don't think some of the conversations we had where we talked about his fears and what it was like for him to be growing up, gay and black in the South, we were able to connect on such a deeper level. And he is a true testament of what it means to release all of the anxieties and all the fears you have and flourish. Because now he is getting married and he is happy and his mother is loving him, and it is just amazing. You first of all have to be open, and you have to seek out people who you perceive are different than you. We always want to prove our point first so that we can say, look, I won the conversation, but sometimes it's not about winning the conversation, it's about finding middle ground. What Queer Eye has done for me is it's given me an opportunity to learn how to have those conversations in a way that don't shut people off. And that was the maturity and growth that I've seen from my career. And what I want to do is just continue to have these conversations and bring people from both sides together. I've realized that part of my gift is an ability to say, you think you're different than this person, let me bring you together and show you how you're alike so that we can get on the same page. And that is completely what I want to continue to do with my career. If I can have these crucial conversations day in and day out until the day I die, I will be a happy man.